Hello guys, we are coming back with another Bears franchise year 1, week 13 against the San Francisco 49ers. It's been a couple days since I've posted any videos. I do apologize for that. Been slightly busy with a few other things. But I'll be bringing you at least one game today, obviously, because that's the normal routine for this. I'm probably going to bring you maybe one or two extra ones, just depending on how well the first one or two go. As many of you know, Trubisky, this guy right here, was injured last week again after being out for 4 weeks previously. Luckily, he wasn't injured long term, because otherwise we would have to find yet a different quarterback to start for him. For those of you who don't know who our injuries are, we have a few. Wide receiver will be back next week with a partial ACL tear. He's missed a few weeks now. Corner has 2 more weeks with a shoulder tear. And then torn pectoral from our right tackle, who has been out the entire season so far. We'll have him back probably the beginning of next year. As for the Niners, I don't think they have any injuries, and they do not. So we'll be playing against a full-force Niners team. However, the Niners aren't that good anyways, so there's not that much to worry about. As usual, we skip the training, and we only play on offense, which is why most of these episodes, unless I do something extra, is normally only like 30-45 minutes long, as long as I only do one game. Like I said, I'm planning on doing multiple games today, just because I've missed a few days. So I'm hoping you guys enjoy it. I'll also be maybe streaming on Twitch as well, but that will be a 50-50 split at the moment. As you guys can see, the weekly goals as per usual with every player. Some of them are like, oh, we want touchdowns, and they expect me to like throw like 7 touchdowns and rush for another 4, and it's like, guys, calm down. Your quarterback was just injured last week. Let's not try to have him throw all the time.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on...
Okay, so we're just going to skip the opening thing as per usual. 49ers do nothing with it.
From that game going on in the Meadowlands. The Jets out to the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
As you guys can see, Jets are somehow up 3-0. Chiefs are early on their game.
The first carry for the tailback, Jeremy Langford.
Jeremy Langford picked up
the numbers for Langford last week. Just downright unbelievable. I mean, when you amass that many yards, I don't know what else to say.
Especially with the
Personally, I thought it was a game for the ages for him. Ripped off some long runs in that contest, didn't he?
He did indeed. Some very long runs, and that total scary. Here's Trubisky to throw. It's complete to Cruz. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
A couple catches short. I think
12 yards there as they move the chains.
Meeting his goal.
Good throw, good catch. I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40.
Actually, no, 8.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
This is Langford on first and 10. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49.
Yep. Oh, look,
a gain of 3, second down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses.
Don't want to force anything.
Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to. It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Pretty solid start for the rookie on his first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing the 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it. Because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Or not for the end zone, but very close.
On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds.
Kind of floated that one a little bit there. Yeah, he was well out. Can't argue with that.
So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
So let's bring Justin Tucker out.
Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard
that being
first.
Floated kind of hurt him the chances of getting a touchdown. And the Niners put together like 1 first down.
Early lead in that one for the Packers. Aaron Rodgers leading the charge offensively. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. The drive starts with a carry by Langford. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time and they're up. But Jeremy Langford, touchdown, Chicago.
Thought he was going to get caught there last second, but
Jeremy Langford,
not his 5-yard touchdown by Jeremy Langford. See how this goes. Our team is letting up a lot more yards here. They get a touchdown, which makes it a 7-10 game now.
So the football will be at the 25-yard
line
as this offense gets set to take over. We remind you, coming up later tonight, we got a good NFC battle. The Eagles and Seahawks from Seattle, covered starting at 8:30 Eastern.
This is what many would consider a
Week 13 with an AFC North matchup between the Steelers and the Bengals from Cincinnati.
A hard-hitting battle right there.
I tend to overlook them.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
But I'm also not overlooking them too much.
Not a stat we talk about often with tight ends, but Travis Kelce, he can move it after the catch. 3rd overall in the NFL in yards after catch last season.
Behind 2 running backs, Le'Veon Bell and David Johnson.
Strength and a little bit of niftiness in Travis Kelce's game.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right.
Did you injure yourself by... Okay. Never mind. I was about to say, if you got injured by diving, I'm going to be pissed at you. Obviously, I didn't want to do a rush play there.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Steps away to his left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4.
This game, it seems like the past 2 seasons.
This looks like it's going to be holding.
Penalties. And I'm not sure if you're supposed to turn the level down,
the guilty party chance
down or not. And that was Jeremy Langford, who tore his shoulder somehow when he wasn't really involved in that play. Okay then, so we now have Ryan Matthews out here carrying the ball.
Now Trubisky to throw on second, being chased out left. It's Kelsey
on
the ground.
They
give him 14 yards that time.
7 to 8 for 85 yards for Trubisky.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up the first down.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
We've had to rely a lot on our
right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Well, yeah, the second half of the season so far that we've played.
On second down, Trubisky. That is caught.
And then every once in a while,
he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
He's normally only injured for about a week, so hopefully that's the case here. If not, we'll have him gone for probably about 5 weeks, which will be the remainder of the season.
We pick it up second quarter.
Which would obviously suck. However, he is still probably going to
now the Bears offense ready to take over again.
As a running
looking
back,
to throw Trubisky on first down. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now. The field goal probably feels like a disappointment. I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I mean, Fitzgerald's old, so luckily he's not really fragile or anything. But I have like a very old wide receiving core now I think about it.
Now
or at least my
Trubisky
first couple people. I think I have like 2 backups that are below the age of 30.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get only 4 that
so
time
right
as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say, I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
And
that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
Another punt inside it. He should, if there was a punter in the year, this guy would have won it by this point.
So we are in the second quarter now as the offense gets set to take over. They've got it 1st and 10. Onto the field now come the Bears. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They find some open field here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down, Ryan Matthews. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks.
There seems to be an injury on like every single play. I'm going to have to look at this because
the Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd.
And they also don't tell us if it's on them unless it's like a player that's really important. So he's his shoulder tear to be announced. So Jeremy Langford's not going to be out any longer from what I can tell. Elvis Dumerville of the San Francisco returned, but had been the one injured on that play. So it wasn't on us.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Caught Kelsey, left side. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
One of our wide receivers.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I mean, rookies somehow
many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
But, hey.
Here's Trubisky. Room here to run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Let's go ahead and give it to Mathis again. I wish I could throw the ball.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there.
So averaging just above 5 yards. Carry
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Trubisky will throw. Eluding the pressure right. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
Which is pretty good.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. Sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal.
I think it's okay there they didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily, put it on him.
I thought that was a good touchdown.
Bears. Ryan Matthews with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead.
Pretty sure the next person I'm supposed to break the record.
We pick it up second quarter here as the offense gets ready for the drive. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They look good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing.
I'm going to have to recheck the injury report because, once again, they don't tell us anything. Travis Kelce somehow fucked up his shoulder on a play when he didn't even have to catch the ball. But, you know,
should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent. And they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything.
And we have to give credit to them for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Trubisky now to throw on third down. Dancing to his left. And an incomplete pass.
Why did he move?
That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
All right, that was...
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete.
Yeah, let's see if I can
they might have thought just a...
Now 49er pressure.
And it's... Are you serious right now?
Look at the big man rumble. And they will score. It's
I hate it when that happens. Like, the dumbass times they decide to make them block a kicker. It's just so fucking retarded. One of the few times I think Madden 18 was made better, because at least in that game you weren't guaranteed to get like one to take over almost every single game.
Now Trubisky, and we'll see how this is. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The rookie from Stanford, Solomon Thomas, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Let's try the white stick here. Oh, that's Cruz over there.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I can't help it. Every time I see an empty backfield, I almost revert to college football because that's an immediate alert for a quarterback draw. We don't see it as much in the NFL, and he stayed in the pocket and threw one incomplete. But I think if you've got a guy with wheels, it could be a really nice play because a lot of defenses, when they see empty, they come with pressure.
And without that protection, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
So that was by far
49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Please don't get this blocked. And of course, I can't see half my fucking meter. Stupid.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 31 yards on the punt there. And control of the football, switching hands with...
And obviously, it's only a 7-point game.
This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Throwing here, Trubisky.
Why is my offensive line playing like trash now?
Quentin Dial able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks, they often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is...
Why is my blockers letting go so early? God damn.
In there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead.
They literally have like 4 sacks in the last like 6
now Trubisky
snaps
on third and long, flushed out right, on the run. He'll let this go deep right, and that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for the Bears on third. 55 yards.
Well, they just treated third and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the first down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up first and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest opening up your play.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Not Kelsey.
Travis Kelce.
Yep, that was Travis Kelce. Okay.
It'll be a first and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession.
Sorry
of the
about the dogs, guys.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Don't know if we saw too much of that on the college tape. Trubisky using his legs to pick up the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Any game I try to get a ton of yardage, it tends to get me
on first and 10, it's Trubisky. Complete, the tight end Kelce. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I think that's going to be Kelce.
So here we go, first and 10 now.
Yep, and Travis Kelce got injured.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Flash the stick skills on that run,
so we are in
but then stop shy of the 35. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football.
Absolutely, pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get first down, but still, just runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So Kelce is out.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end,
now
but
have
running
backup
backs
tight end,
can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
and one backup wide receiver playing in this game right
one
now.
more time.
Will he just stand still?
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15.
There's another run. He's up to almost
That
100
burst
yards.
good for 20 and a first down.
Haven't gotten him into the end zone.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
That one's, I think, is a little more on
Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the
Let's try
lead.
to
But now
screen.
here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little
try.
more.
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the
And they
football a
couldn't.
little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how
That
they've
was
been throwing it
probably
overall.
a go-ahead
They lost
touchdown.
two there, and it's third
Like
down.
2 seconds.
Time to give a little credit here.
You know, they
that
can't
was an
block
excellent
for
read
more
by
than
the
like
guys on the
half
defensive
seconds,
side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that. Right, tried to trick
Probably
them.
the best
Ran a
offensive line in the
screen,
league, yet we
and they
can't
went
get
to it and
much more
smothered
than
it for a loss of
plays
yardage.
off that are actually half decent.
So out comes a
We'll
field
check
goal team now for the second
report
time
after
here
the
today.
simulation of their drives.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 17.
We're up by 17 now. Thanks to Mr. Justin Tucker. And we get the ball back. Let's see who is injured now since it's been a few plays. So we have these guys who are to be announced. They were both obviously injured today. 49ers have Dial with broken ribs, so he'll be out a couple weeks. So luckily no more stars of ours. At least defensively have been injured.
As this
We've had to
offense
rely
gets set to
heavily
take
on our
over.
defense
Here's the
against
Chicago
that.
offense coming back out on the
Especially with
field.
Trubisky without.
Now it's Trubisky. They had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were
12-yard
well
pickup
within
there.
range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better
I'm not
now.
going to try to go
I'm with you
deep
on that
too
one. Let's
much
just
in
go
this
ahead and be
game
frank about the whole thing.
once
The only
again,
one happy about the
when I don't
three-point
want to
kicker.
It seems like
You
when
put
they
it
go
through the
deep,
post,
that's when
that's going to help him in
Trubisky gets
contract
hit
time.
and
But that
injured more often than
offense,
not.
they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this
Trubisky's
time.
almost up to 300 yards.
You could have
Has
kicked that
3
one.
touchdowns
I
already.
don't know about that.
I like how I just run into our Walker and both of them.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Matthews picks up 7, but they're only
Solid
giving
run
him
on
6
first down. Gain of
snatch.
7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Richardson's obviously
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Flush to his right. Complete. Richardson
One
has
way
it.
more than that.
And he's able to take it
Nothing else
across
is gonna
midfield before going out of bounds.
Anytime
Call it a
whatsoever.
gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Here we go.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Just shove that over. Just shove it
Oh, an
right over.
absolutely
And Matthews is
filthy
probably gonna
juke.
get a
He's got some
touchdown here.
space now.
Yeah, he gets that.
Touchdown, Chicago. Ryan Matthews
Ooh, Vikings just
with
blowing
his
out
second
that
touchdown of the
Falcons
game,
down
number
30-0.
8.
Green Bay.
And that one all Packers right now. They've scored again. Aaron Rodgers, a couple of touchdown passes, and he's up over 300 yards in that one. Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
It's almost a good hurt.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Matthews
He's played a
has
great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. The strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down.
Right now,
instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done. And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball.
We're not even
But I
fighting.
always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys,
let's go ahead and try
they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Escaping the pressure right. A swing pass caught.
22-yard pickup that puts him
but he takes it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
The quick slant caught, and he takes this
injury timeout. My guess is Trubisky. Yeah, of fucking course it's Trubisky. God damn it. It's like the 3rd fucking time.
Late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense
and of course
takes over 1st and 10. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field.
A little bit too late for us to get our hopes up.
Oh, and now he bowls him over.
Very little
there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Trubisky, lower back strain. Hopefully that's only a 1-game thing.
2nd down, 9 yards to go.
He has 3 touchdowns. Elvis Dumerville was injured on that play. Let's go ahead and try for something different.
Here's the backup, Jacoby Brissett, forced out to his left.
Why was what
It's
the
intercepted,
fuck?
thrown back across his body.
How could you like be that fucking stupid?
Malcolm Smith.
No one was injured.
This offense will get another shot at it as they quickly head back onto the field.
I forgot
now the Bears offense ready to take over again. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
Guys,
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later.
It's just to give a little more likelihood.
Now Ryan Matthews on 3rd down. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And that is how you do it, my friends. This will be spotted out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
Pat O'Donnell here. Doing quite a job. We obviously got it back here again. Still only up by 30. They haven't allowed any
as the offense will have the football starting this drive 1st and 10. Onto the field now come the Bears. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40.
2-yard run
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
At this point, guys, might as
all
well
about
go
pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento.
No matter how this drive goes, they're going to have
nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm
from
last night's gone to your head.
Like 3 an hour, they don't get any points on the more drive.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
It's 3rd and 4, so we're going to actually obviously go
for set from the gun on 3rd.
Why did I do that?
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll
so
get
2 yards there.
Shy of midfield at the 48. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play.
How does my accuracy go that far?
But they're taking care of the ball well.
Seriously.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half.
That was a bad punt. Although if you guys saw like the actual meter, it went like just outside on one side to like way outside on the other. So I don't get why it does that.
From the Meadowlands. The Jets have
now
taken the lead in a high-scoring affair. Mike Glennon, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one.
It's pretty much all on
Ryan Matthews. Just a yard on the pickup there to bring up a 2nd and 9.
where Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football.
Well, they have less than 5 minutes now
about what speed they're going to play. My music teacher back in New Paltz, Mr. Thema Bagley used to say, don't go press this.
Ryan Matthews.
Oh, he's going to get a touchdown.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Matthews rushes for
Ryan Matthews. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Bears add on.
Something like that. But Matthews obviously filling in well for Langford, which I did expect.
Late stages of the game here.
We're at hour 39.
As this offense takes over 1st and 10.
We're just going to keep
Bears
running
coming out as they get ready. They'll run it now.
Out of the gun.
And Charles, in a very one-sided affair. I think we reached the point in the broadcast where you and we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
Because I think I'm going to upgrade him at
we
the
don't
end
want to
of
change the channel. Stay
whatever
with
week
us in this game.
Jeremy Langford comes back for it.
And
I'm probably going to trade away
headset here. Tell us.
if I have the opportunity to.
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get.
Currently, guys, my main thing is when
Giving
a
40
halfback
on the
gets
run there.
injured
Now
or
they're
whatever,
looking
I
at
try
a
to
3rd and
upgrade
about
whatever
5.
halfback or quarterback or whatever
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team. Defensive tackles, because we
and then if I trade away
just
for
eat
picks,
up
I decide
other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
We're gonna have less than 2
up the screen
minutes
pass on 3rd down, and for a
Probably
second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
That was another terrible.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this
Get
is
this
sent
one
away.
went where I
And
wanted
that
it
is
to go.
very well done
So
there.
that
This will
one's
be
within the
marked
20
out of bounds
again.
at the 5-yard
We're
line.
actually gonna take a look at his stats right now. Another game, or if whether I do another game or not, we need to see how.
Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They take over with great field position. They've got the big lead. Most would say they should kneel it, but the key word there is should. You never know here.
You never know. That's the exact play that should happen. But some people like stats. Some people like to put more things up on the board, but kneel down is usually the right play here.
We'll see what they do in this situation.
So he's 4 or 7,
no
5
gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When a linebacker is able to sit at the 2nd level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
On 3rd down, that's Matthews.
More or less.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That'll be good for 6,
yeah,
but now it's 4th
225
down.
rushing yards.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And this one is right through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further.
That's only 3-4.
A 4th quarter score from the Meadowlands. It's been back and forth. But
so let's look at our stats here. Trubisky, obviously, 27 of 32, 303 yards, 4 touchdowns. Joshua Dobbs, the guy we actually traded away after last week and picked up Jacoby Brissett in his place, went 16 of 36, 149 yards, and a touchdown. Both of our starters actually injured now. Backups had to come in and play. 1 interception by our guy, no interceptions or touchdowns by them. Their backup outplayed ours, obviously. Rushing-wise, Ryan Matthews had 225. Langford had 95, which outplayed Carlos Hyde entirely. And then Trubisky actually ran better than the other 3 people who ran on their team put combined, pretty much. Receiving-wise, Travis Kelce, before he got injured, led the game and had 2 touchdowns. Victor Cruz had 77 yards. One of them, I think, was like a 50-yarder or some shit like that. And then after that, no one really did very well here. Blocking-wise, how many sacks were allowed? 3, 2. So they allowed about 9 sacks, and we allowed 3. So they allowed 10, we allowed 3. That's not bad. McPhee got 4 of those sacks. 3 of them were by Akeem. 2 of them were by this guy. And then 1 was, or a half sack shared by both Jay Howard and Ken, whatever his name is. And there's the 1 interception. Tucker 3 of 3, Robbie Gould 1 of 1. Obviously, Justin Tucker had the better numbers, but he had the better long, so yeah. And then it would have been a lot closer here. 49ers actually had a 7-point deficit at the end of the half, but we stormed back and ended up scoring 33 unanswered. So, just the Niners being the Niners again, I guess. Okay, so that was only about a 40-minute time frame for when we did that game. Like I said, I might go ahead and do another one here. It just depends on how this goes. Okay, so we're not going to upgrade anybody yet. We'll simulate to next week, see if Trubisky's still in. It says 2 new injuries. Let's hope it's not to Trubisky. If it is, then we're going to have a problem this week because we won't have our starting quarterback again. And when we didn't have our starting quarterback before, we did not. We still won every game but one that he was out for. But let's see here. Cody Whitehair. High chance of re-injury, so we're just going to start our backup here, and then we'll trade Jason Kelsey probably next week if somebody's looking for a returning from injury here. That was Cameron Meredith who was returning. Moment of truth here, Trubisky is still in, meaning his injury was only for a short time. However, Jeremy Langford is out, which is terrible to see. Let's go ahead and upgrade him a little bit before we see how long he's actually out for. I saw it there for a second, but let's go with route running up a little bit, and let's go with kick return. Didn't expect him to go up much, but I did definitely want his receiving stats to go up a little bit. So let's see. Jeremy Langford will be out for 3 weeks. So he'll be out essentially until week 17. Cameron Meredith came back, which means Mitchell or whoever is now on the chopping block. Let's see if anyone wants any of our wide receivers at this point. I see these are our 3 lowest. So let's go with Mitchell first. We're going to keep Paul Richardson because he hasn't had a chance to really try to make an impact yet. I'm pretty sure Mitchell we barely had anything to do with. And I saw the Cardinals, I think, were interested in this guy. If they're the only people, then we'll probably try to trade for a draft pick or whatever, because I know we're not going to get anything else for him. The Rams are interested as well. Texans are interested, and that's it. So let's see if we can get maybe a 3rd round from the Texans, possibly. I don't see us getting a 3rd round, to be entirely honest. Nah, I kind of figured. Let's see what draft picks I have, though. We still have 2, so let's see if we can get it for our 6th round, too. I don't think that's going to be enough to get it, but let's try it. Nope. So I'm thinking what's going to end up happening here is we're going to have to get a 5th, 6th, and 7th. If that doesn't work, then it'll just be a 6th and a 7th, but it does work. Probably could have gotten a 4th, 5th, and 7th, but whatever. With that being said, we now have a free spot on our roster. Let's see. Do we sign another quarterback here? No. Halfback? No. Fullback? No. Wide receiver? No. Tight end? No. Left tackle? No. Left guard? No. Center? No. Right guard? No. Right tackle? No. Left end? No. D tackle? No. Right end? No. Left outside linebacker? No. Middle? No. Right outside? Possibly. We don't have a lot of depth at like any position, so we really would be signing just about anyone as like a backup. Robert Aguayo, obviously they're in free agency, but we're not actually going to sign anybody here. I think our team is okay for now, though we might need to pick up another running back just in case if Ryan Matthews goes down, so let's actually try to do that real quick. Let's try to pick up Duke Johnson. He's, from what I hear, a decently good player. Let's see how much a 5th round gets us here. That gets us in the yellow, so can we get him for a 2-6, maybe? I was really hoping that would work. Don't think we have many picks, so 4th and a 5th here, probably. And let's go ahead and give him, I guess, 2 4ths and a 5th. That's not enough. Oh, and we don't have anything else really. How about 2 4ths and a 5th next year? Alright, let's see here. Let's go ahead and throw in a 5th and a 4th. What do you need? Right outside. About Sam Ocho. Well, Sam Ocho is going to be worth a lot because he's a... Wait, no, he's not. So how about this, guys? You give me Duke Johnson, and let's try a low 2nd round. I don't think I'm going to be able to get that. Nope. Let's see if a 3rd rounder will do it. Let's go with a low 4th and a 5th, possibly. Okay, let's go with a 5th and a 6th here. Bleh. Okay. Who?
Going to Target.
With who?
Paige. I mean, not Paige. Kayla.
Oh, okay.
And don't forget to contact the seller.
I won't. So now after trading our right outside, we're going to need to replace him with Sean Porter. He's 4 overall lower, but he's a couple years younger too. And now with that, no, he's our halfback, so pretty good 2 backup running backs we have now. Let's do the scouting, and then we'll jump into one more game here. Put him on the watch, because why not? Safeties, don't really have much use for safeties, but we need to keep looking here. So safeties pretty much end after the 2nd round as far as people who are useful. Same with free safeties. Ooh, he's a 3rd round talent still, so we can put him on the watch list. Yep. 5th round, nope, he's a 6th round talent. Let's go to corners. We're obviously lacking in corners. Put him on the watch list, I suppose. So now here we go, guys. We are in yet another Okay, so we have the Bengals now. I feel a little bit better knowing Trubisky is going to be in the starting lineup. Let's look at injuries here. So Jeremy Langford out for 3 weeks. This guy will be back in a week. He'll be out for 3 weeks. So we'll have our halfback and tight end back for week 17. We'll have our center back here in the next week. Bengals now, they don't have AJ Green or a right end, so our job gets a bit easier, but not too much easier. Let's look here. Jason Kelce is going to have a lot of value here when we're done upgrading him. Let's get his injury a little bit further up. He's going to stay at a 78, but I think as of now, he'll probably be worth quite a bit to somebody. So let's actually take a look at who's interested in Jason Kelce at this very moment without any upgrades. We might actually put Marshall Yonda back off of the injury report and try to possibly trade him away. for obviously somebody's like 3rd or 4th round. So the Rams are interested in them. So keep that in mind when we're done with next week. And that's it. The Rams are the only ones interested in Jason Kelce. So, as I said, let me go ahead and try to pull Marshall Yanda off of the injury report now. I mean, I want to keep him, but I know he's going to start regressing. Can't take him off of here, can I? Nope, I can't. Like, I can only place people on IR. I cannot take them off of IR. That sucks, so that means I'm going to be without one of my starting linemen, and I'm not going to be able to trade away one that hasn't played. Okay, guys, here we go. So we have the Bengals, obviously. If I do play another game, it'll be against the Lions, so we'll have a good chance of maybe winning 2 more. Currently, the division is on lock now, but let's see how the 2 conferences are shaping up. AFC, the Chargers have the best record in the AFC, followed by the Chiefs, the Patriots, the Steelers, the Titans, and the Dolphins. If the season ended today, those would be your playoff teams. NFC, we have clinched our division at 11-1. The Seahawks clinched theirs at 10-2. And we had the Eagles, Cowboys, Falcons, and Giants all within reach of the playoffs. It looks like the AFC did terribly this year, and the NFC is the powerhouse conference. Currently, if they lose one more game and we win at least one more, possibly 2 more, then we'll be in the number 1 seed, and we can actually sit Trubisky for the final week, depending on how this week goes. I may have to split this one up into a different episode. And I'm actually messaging someone about selling one of the games I'm not playing at the moment. So that'll help me out with possibly, PlayStation Plus, or maybe buying a game or something that I can play on the channel. If you guys have any suggestions, comment below. Like I said, I'm going to try to do a Twitch stream later on too. Let's see how much... We only have 5,000 Coach XP, so that's not going to help us very much. My doggo over here is crying because the person who owns him is currently out and about at Target. We're not going to start this yet because if that person decides to show up, I don't want you guys to have like a long silence in between games. Let's go ahead and upgrade some of our players though. Maybe get some of them a little bit more like worthiness of being possibly traded if we need him to. Josh Sitton, I can only upgrade one thing, so let's actually upgrade run block. He doesn't go up very much at all. Kelce, who is obviously injured right now, I can only upgrade maybe 2 things. Possibly. Let's upgrade his injury by 2. Let's do carrying by 2. And then let's do run block by 1. Obviously, his overall doesn't go up because it's at the max that it can go to. Akeem Hicks, let's just upgrade his toughness, I guess. He's up 1 overall point to an 87. Mark Houston here, I think he's the one who just came off of an injury, which is why his XP isn't as high as the others. So let me just go ahead and upgrade his injury stat there. He doesn't go up any overall points, but that I know he will be able to possibly stay on the field longer. This one has... I can probably upgrade 2 different positions here if I do it correctly. Let's do play rec. Let's do pursuit. And then let's do... block shedding. Don't think we have any that's like below 300, so he goes up 1 overall point with those upgrades. just going to put all of it into awareness. He goes up by 3. Obviously, fullbacks are a bit harder to get any use of. Bryce Callahan, I just upgraded the same there. Let's go ahead and auto-upgrade the rest of them. Pretty sure Trubisky's still in the lead for defense or offensive rookie of the year, so let's actually check that real quick to see if that's true. But first, let's look at this last week's. Ryan Matthews and McPhee were the top, so we had 2 people win offensive and defensive player of the week. Last week, Jeremy Langford is still in the lead for MVP. I'm going to have to check how Le'Veon Bell's doing, because I'm not sure if that will stay based on the fact that he's injured now. Offensive player of the week is also him for that. Defensive player of the year goes to Jarrell McPhee as of now. Mitch Trubisky obviously keeping a hold of that offensive player of the year for rookies. Rookie, we don't have any rookies on defense, yeah. Best quarterback, we're in 3rd with Trubisky, which is pretty good. Jeremy Langford is number 1 for running backs, which could still change, obviously. Wide receiver, we have Larry Fitz in 5th. We have the entire offensive line. D-line, we have no one except for Akeem Hicks, who's at number 10. Linebacker, Jarrell Freeman and McPhee. Defensive backs, Kyle Fuller at number 3 and Prince Anukamara at number 8. Best kicker is still Ronnie Gold for some reason. Guessing it has to do more with, whatever it is. 26 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, so that's good reason. But let's look at the Texans to see how Deshaun Watson, he has 4 more picks than me, so that makes sense. And then let's see how the Cody Kessler, Deshaun Kaiser's not even on the field, so he's no, company here. Let's look at rushing. Let's go to the Steelers and see how they're doing. But first, Jeremy Langford stats, almost 2,000 yards in 18 touchdowns. Let's see how Le'Veon Bell's doing. He has 600 yards less and 4 less touchdowns. So I think even with him missing couple weeks, unless he goes off or something like that while my player is injured, I don't think he's going to overtake him in the best running back race. But and more people on my thing that I'm trying to get some progress on are currently selling all their stuff before I get a chance to get it, so that's bad. But here we go. Let's go ahead and start this game. Damn it, I accidentally clicked that, but I can just go back, thankfully. I'm going to skip practice because there's no reason for me to do that. Play offense only, obviously. So we're still sitting at an 89 overall. We're playing against the Bengals. This shouldn't be a tough game, but it's Madden, so for those of you who play Madden, you know how it is. Once again, weekly goals sometimes are weird, like break 1 tackle, 25 receiving yards after contact. That's kind of a weird one. Obviously, Ryan Matthews is probably going to hit his level 3 season goal here soon because since he's a backup, but he's going to be playing the next couple games. He'll probably be able to touch that record, or that milestone. Hopefully we can keep Trubisky, that guy right there, from getting injured again. He's 2 away from his next season goal, so hopefully that goes well for him. It looks like the Bengals are going to probably drive right down the field. And they get a touchdown. We're already down by 6.
Now from Cleveland. Early lead in that one for
let's
the
hope
Packers.
that
And we'll
we
keep
don't
an
mess
eye
up
on that one as our game goes along here.
Okay, Matthews, let's go ahead and start the game with you since you haven't got the proof still.
On the ground, the first carry for Ryan Matthews.
We have Duke Johnson as well.
The rushing totals for Matthews last week.
Trade for
very
Duke
productive.
Johnson,
3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end
Obviously,
zone.
we're making some downgrades, but we're also making some huge.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. Those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Trubisky.
I mean, at this point, we're guaranteed the first or second seed.
He was looking for the tight end, Adam Shaheen, that time. And it's third down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play.
Langford was
That's the
was
mantra
never
of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you
Trubisky
drafted
gets his
well,
first,
scouted free agents well,
second throw,
and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
First
15 yards here on the catch and run.
Let's see.
Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly.
A lot of pressure.
Would it have changed if you got to stop it? It would be 0-0 right now, or
which
no?
we're not
I
really
wouldn't think
super
so.
used to.
I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. And that'll bring
that
up
was
second down.
missed play.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And he's brought down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win.
We're obviously already in field goal range.
I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Gave a glimpse of his power that time. And then brought down at the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to second and 4.
They actually burned quite a bit of the time.
Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally.
On first down, Trubisky caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field, and now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target. His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage, but now, in this situation, the field is...
No escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Thanks, team.
Michael Johnson in there to get him for a loss of 5. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, so this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation...
Let's actually take a look at this replay and see if we can possibly challenge this. Oh yeah, he's definitely down at the 1.
Hits
Fair
and
enough,
harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Get that back up tight end, a touchdown. Probably one of his first.
On third and goal, Trubisky. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
There is the game.
Adam Shaheen, his second touchdown on the season.
There you go. Bengals are just plowing because somehow, once again down by 6 here. They did not miss their second extra point.
As this offense gets set to take over. Coming up later tonight, a reminder, one of the best rivalries going. We'll have the Ravens and Steelers for you at 8:30 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday night, another divisional matchup. This time it's the Pats heading down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.
Let's real quick see who this... Oh, Victor Cruz. Who replaces him? Richardson. So not a bad replacement at all. So at least I kind of stacked our right receiver.
Pressure comes and
and there we got the 6-yard sack.
Coming hard on the blitz, he dumps him
Looks
for
like
a
we're gonna have
loss
to go
of 8.
deep if we want any
Well, that
chance.
play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. this one out for Fitzgerald. And this will be caught at the 30.
Gets that completion there.
Big play there for the Bears on third.
7 of 9 for
55 yards.
That was a big.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on
more
third and
touchdown,
long like that,
3.
how does that happen, that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep in the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
He's out for the game.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Adam Shaheen was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Obviously, he's not high up in the passing
anymore. I gotta get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up
at
in
least
the air,
a 4th or 5th,
it almost turns into slow motion,
exactly
and both sides
he was
trying to get
5,
to the football,
4 to 6
and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
But with him missing those
the strategy
games,
was
he's got
evident there.
far behind.
Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Just a 5-yard pickup,
So
and it leads to 4th down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his fifth catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good.
So we're only down by 3
now.
Now we have to once again rely on the defense to do something. And they are, like, literally not even doing anything. They do allow the field goal, so we'll go back down by 6 again.
In Cleveland, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage.
Surprisingly, the Bengals have kept going up by 6 so far.
Passes. The Bears offense now gets set to head back
we need to start like taking down
our lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think
there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers can go sideline
to sideline,
at the bottom, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Really good pick.
We do get to their side of the field. We're about 10 yards, I'd say, away from
on any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Deficit right now. If we can go in with a 1-point lead, I'd be okay with that, but I don't think that's going to happen.
And again this time to the tailback. They're able to push forward
got
for
another
4 down to the 37.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Damn it, I thought that would work. So we need a first down here.
On 3rd down, it's Matthews, and he gets it to the 32.
So this should get us down to a
2-minute warning here. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chain.
2-minute warning here. You're down by 6
here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this.
He's going to keep running it.
A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
different.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky.
Probably going to be
buying time to his left. Throw left side, take it in by Meredith. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Around the NFL, second quarter down in Tampa. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The Bears on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. And a short gain here down to the 22. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining
so unless they somehow
before we
like
get to halftime.
Touchdown or something, we'll go into the game.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good.
And we got another
and the lead is back down to 3 here at 16-13.
Actually get the ball back with 16 seconds left.
Now following the field goal, what can this offense do? We're about to find out.
We have
the
only
Chicago
one timeout
offense coming back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there.
Yes, plus
in any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. This is caught inside the 15.
Damn it.
So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City. Sorry, Larry, your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half.
Remember, guys, field goal range.
This is taken at the 3.
Aim for
and he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Don't know what the fuck that was.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They've talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On second down, Trubisky flushed out right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line.
Safety scored by the 49ers, though. Joe Thomas was holding, which was very
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Well, only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Okay, guys. Let's go ahead and run with Matthews. I don't really like how he just backed up here.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
He got the yardage back there.
13 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a third down.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation.
Stop bringing up
usually
fumbles.
Means throw the football. In this
game
case,
likes to show
they
the
went
mistakes
against
you
the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain.
There's an 8-yard pickup there.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
I tell you, on 4th and 1, when you're way back on your side of the field, I thought this might just be an attempt to draw them off and get the first down that way. But they were going for it the whole time, and they wind up getting it.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
This entire season actually did go down, which was quite surprising to me.
Now
Not only did
Trubisky
he go
to
down
throw
once,
on
but he
second.
went down twice.
Out
The
left
second
to
time
Shaheen. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and
only
picks
need
up the
about
first
10,
down.
15 more yards to get in comfortable field goal range here.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
Once again, it's not really
give him
about
4
picking up
yards
chunk
there.
yards
It'll be
at this
second
point.
and
It's about
6.
getting
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So if we keep going the route we're going, we'll probably get a field goal step at the very
They
least.
stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson.
And that's
And he is
was
hit
completely
pretty hard
unnecessary, but
from the
game makes
side
you
as he's
win,
knocked
so.
down right on the
Duke
30-yard
Johnson there
line.
with a 15-yard
And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Gets us all the yards we really need to get in field
I
goal
hope we give enough
range. Now we
respect
just
to the big
need to
guys up front because
keep
they
trying
have
to
been
move
getting
it.
it done on
Don't
this drive.
force it.
The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up first downs.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line.
Inside the 10-yard line here,
That
guys.
one goes for 24 yards.
That was really well done right there. That almost looked like a training camp drill. Able to get outside of the pocket, kept his eyes downfield, and found his tight end for a nice first down. Much more difficult play than maybe he made it look.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody.
You're now up by 4 first. But they're obviously going to somehow turn on beast mode. Oh, did they miss a field goal here?
How will this offense respond? Their defense just gave up the touchdown. Now it's their opportunity. First and 10. The Bears offense.
Let's see what just happened there, because I'm very confused about this. Not sure where I'm supposed to go for this. Let's go with stats. Bengals, it would have had to be kicking, I would assume. Yep, they missed a field goal attempt there. So our defense doesn't allow anything.
And for them, a touchdown the last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start
now
thinking to
we
yourself,
could
okay, what are we
possibly
going to do?
go by
You don't go
at
away
least
from
7
what
if
you
we're
did
careful
before
enough
because that
here.
worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters
As I've
because
said
you know they'll make some
repeatedly,
adjustments.
cannot settle for, less, but we definitely can't try to force anything and end up costing us any yardage. Or, obviously, at worst, an interception. We have been pretty close
They'll run it
in
now,
terms
out of the gun.
of receiving
And he'll get it out
passing
near the 40
yards.
to the 39. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big
If we
shot
score a touchdown,
downfield
we
because
only
he
have
feels
about
like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes
that's
you just
obviously
have
what
a
we're gonna
tendency.
need
Stay
at
with
this
what you
point.
are,
You
stay
can't
with who
only go
you
up by
know,
7.
and go get the first down. That's exactly what
Driving
they do.
down the field.
9 yards is the pickup
Relatively
there, and they'll have a second and 1.
Their side.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away.
By the way,
don't you
this
think?
might
And that's
be
probably a
the
good
third or
philosophy at
fourth
this
really
point, gonna
close
make that
game of the
defense stand up and
the
stop
season.
it.
Only
Now
one
a
of them
20th
was
carry for
lost.
Ryan
That was the
Matthews.
Packers.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
So there we pick up
Just
another
4
first
yards
down.
on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
We're not
Looks like
quite
they're establishing a
in
pretty
field
good
goal range
pattern
yet,
here
but
because they've been
definitely
very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the
yard.
ground. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Just
we
a
did get
yard on
another
the
catch
catch
for
there.
Trubisky,
It'll be
which is
second and
good.
9. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about
somehow
the 46.
only picking up a yard there.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The Bears on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 8. Now Trubisky to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a 1st down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted.
Another inside the 20. First inside the 20 pad. We do get the ball back, so that
James Stadium there in the 3rd quarter in Tampa. And the Lions able to stretch their lead as they score again. Golden Tate, what a target he's been. 3 touchdown catches thus far. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
In the 4th quarter.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
In any stretch of the imagination. So let's hope this keeps going.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And the stop here will come at the
38-yard
38-yard line.
Range of Justin
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
About what I'd expect.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
A lot of our blocks
seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense.
Definitely.
Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you?
But we have
You're
to keep
taking
going
charge.
I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up to the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. He was out there waving his arm saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah,
so here we have
so, because I think what happens is he just had too much
time
to
think. Driving down the field for sure in this drive. It's actually going to go fast. I think that was an interception
score now from Tampa. And it's the Lions who have scored to extend their lead. And
if
they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
3rd and 3.
And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Up by 10
Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now.
I get a field goal here, so we're only up by 7 again.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Onto the field now come the Bears. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Probably less than like 3 minutes left, depending on how this drive goes.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
They're going to let too far ahead here.
And taking it across midfield.
Takes like 3 people to get
inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it?
So we're going to have
tough,
Matthews
hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And it pops free.
See, I hate it because my people are dropping it
that second down.
Very manageable catch. Now, if I had thrown it,
real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a
we're just not like my receivers aren't staying
on the ground.
consistent.
This is Johnson, and
that gets us to 32 field goal range.
35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Let's see if we can get another.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this
might
successfully in the fourth quarter,
less than 4 minutes.
They're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise.
That's probably going to be less.
Right now, they've got to keep that going.
No, but it's going to be.
Want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football?
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete.
Doesn't get past the 30 there, so it doesn't
bring up a third down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
Gets nowhere there.
Very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? In a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down. Meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective,
got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago
touchdown. That's 3 for Trubisky today, and that will likely end the game here. And it doesn't. They still have a chance.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just thinking what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view
as you guys
than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Hit him with runs consistently.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got it up over
we only got
40
6
to the
that
41.
time, but it makes him
now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
If we don't pick this up, they'll use their last timeout, though, so we get an advantage from
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49.
Up to the 49.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Let's try a drag route.
Oh, Trubisky going to throw.
Oh, got it.
No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, they're expecting me to fucking do that. Hell no. They're expecting me to just, like, kneel.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Let's see if Matthews can get some more yardage here.
Now they'll run on the draw. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Throwing now is Trubisky. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard. Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Oh, that was fucking shame. Yeah.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner.
We win the game by 10 here. Quite a shootout, which I wasn't really expecting from the Bengals. That missed field goal they had definitely helped us a little bit because it made it a little less stressful at the end of the game when I wanted to go ahead and do that field goal attempt. Because they would have only gone up by 7, and yeah. Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and do a increased weekly goal experience, and let's go with helping Trubisky here again. Continue to things to do. Okay, so 6-5-1 are the Bengals now after a shootout. I'll simulate the next week just to show you guys who we're facing next, look at the injuries, do the scouting, blah, blah, blah. And let's actually see how many games were really close this year, because I think there's 3 or 4 that were within like 10 points of each other, I think. Returning from injury will be Cody Whitehair, so that makes Kelsey now eligible to be traded, which I'll probably end up doing that after upgrading him a bit more. Scouting-wise, I'm just going to scout right on ahead who we haven't scouted yet. Right outside linebacker, cool, late first rounder, so that we actually have a chance at. Corner, he's okay. Another corner, he's not good at all. Right outside linebacker, he's not good. There's a lot of like undrafted talent here though, which really sucks. He might be a steal though, this Aaron Carver guy, or Carver or whatever. He might be a steal. So here we have the Lions, who are 4-9. Packers are now behind us by however many games. So AFC, I think they have clinched the 1 seed, I think. No, they haven't clinched a 1 seed. I know they've clinched the playoffs, obviously. We have clinched our division, so have the Seahawks. If we win 1 more, we go 13-1. We have 2 more games. If they go 1 more, then they'll still need 2 more games to catch up to us. So this next couple weeks is going to be crucial for these 2 spots. AFC North, almost no competition for the Steelers here. AFC South is still a pretty open race at the moment between these 2 mainly, but these 2 can still catch them. AFC East, Patriots probably have sole possession of that one. They've clinched a playoff berth, but the Chargers are still on their tail at the moment. We've clinched our division and have long ago. The best they can finish is 9-7, so we have had this unlocked for a while now. 7-6, this division is quite open between these 3. Buccaneers have a small chance. NFC East is between the Eagles and the Cowboys, and the NFC West is clinched by the Seahawks. So let's actually see, schedule-wise, how many people were actually close to beating us, aside from the Packers, who did beat us, obviously. So we had the 5-point win against the Falcons, a 6-point win against the Packers, the 7-point loss to the Packers, which is our only loss, the 8-point win to the Lions, and then the 10-point win to the Bengals. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only about 5 games where we were really close to losing, really. And that's, 2 scores or less. Most of our games have been dominant wins so far. Let's look to see if anyone's interested in Jason Kelce. If I gained a little bit more experience, try to upgrade him a bit more. Once again, I would probably trade him away and then try to I'll obviously sign another center off of free agency as opposed to trying to, find some other center to trade for. I don't think there's going to be one that's super good yet, but let's go to here and see who we can trade for. Jason Kelce obviously is now our backup, so maybe that makes his projected people not want him anymore. Rams are still rather interested, so can we get a 3rd round for you? That's about halfway up. Let's see. Interested in Jacoby Brissett. See if we can get maybe a 6th. I'd say that's rather fair. Yeah, I'm not trading Jacoby Brissett to him, too. Maybe Chris Hogan. Okay. And let's go with a 7th round. I don't think that's going to be enough. Yeah, I don't think so. Let's try a 5th round. And we're not going to be able to get him because all we have is 5th rounds this year. Let's go with a 4th round for next year. Would that be enough? Okay. You know what? Right guard. Here you guys go. Nope. Left end. John Jenkins. No. Let's see. Yeah, that doesn't go up very much. Defensive tackle might be the move here. C.J. Wilson. Corner. Very thin at corner, so I definitely don't want to give away anyone too valuable. Bryce Callahan's not an option. Maybe I need to... No, I'm just going to cut my losses and try to get like a 4th round or something. Let's try to get 2 6ths. Yeah, I didn't want to trade away too much for him. Let's see, center. John Urschel. I get him for a 5th. There you guys go. We just picked up our second starter now, or the 2nd center. And he's only about 1 overall lower than the other guy was, so that wasn't too bad. Okay guys, I think that's going to be it for this episode. We'll probably be doing the last 3 games next episode, just because this one has gone for so long. But aside from that, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.